Hello and welcome to another update video about Terra Luna. So here also currently it's working out pretty well. We have defined here this area, this target area based on the Elliott wave count, starting at roughly, well, just below $53, going all the way up to 72. It did not reach that target area yet, but it's on a good way to it. Down here, I told you that in this current wave, which I believe would be a wave 2, a second wave, after here we made it in a first wave all the way to $120. We then came down as expected after we broke out to the downside of this ascending wedge. And we are coming down here. I told you that we're coming down quite impulsively, that we actually need some kind of a correction before we can go down further, and that happened here in this kind of wave B. Looking currently like that wave B could be complete, and that we're already here in the C wave, which should take us down into this area here. So currently all going according to plan. That wave B could have gone higher, but the price was not able to go above the previous swing high again, so it didn't break through. Therefore made only a lower high and continued to go down. What is currently coming up here looks really corrective. If we take a look at the chart, this is not impulsive at all. What is actually forming here also from a pattern point of view, you can actually see an ascending broadening wedge, which is a rather bearish pattern. Again, they don't necessarily need to break to the downside, but they often do, or they more often than not do actually break to the downside. It's pretty much the same thing like an ascending wedge. It's just broadening. The lines are diverging, not converging, and this would also, this doesn't confirm yet, but it would add to my view that we are going to come down lower here into the green target area. The breakout point for that would be exactly now, so 82.7. So just now where we currently are, 82.5. If we break below it, then you're probably going to go down again to $77. That is where we were here on the 1st of May. That would also be the target for the breakout, because if you break out to the downside of a wedge, the first target is the beginning of the wedge and the previous swing low here. If you then drop below $77, then you're probably going to go down into the target area here between 72 and 55. It's currently looking stronger than AVAX. So Luna is currently looking stronger than AVAX because AVAX has already maxed out its target area to the downside. Terra Luna has much more space. Therefore, Terra Luna currently looking a little bit more bullish for me. We need to come down here a little bit more, of course, to get into the target area, but it could even max out the target area. In that scenario, it still has 36% space. This scenario will get invalidated if we drop below the $43 level. That would be still a 47% drop. If we drop below that, this will become really ugly, and we are getting much lower levels. I put it on the chart here what we then have to face, and this is a target area between $11 or $12 and $33. Now, I'm not saying this will definitely happen, but I will let you know, or I can tell you that as soon as we drop below this area here, below the $43 level, this is the area we then have to get familiar with. And therefore, at the moment, it is a very difficult environment, a very difficult market environment. A good way to, a potentially good way to play it safe or safer, there is never 100% safety here in crypto anyway, is to wait after we have come down and potentially see a reversal, is to wait for a first impulsive move up and a first corrective move down in which we make a higher low, and then to see the beginning of the next move up. Then we can be much more certain that we have seen the low already of the current correction. So this would also generally here work quite well, because the problem is if you buy into the downtrend here, the potential is the downtrend isn't over yet. It's over when it's over. And this is an area of high probability where we would turn around in a wave 2 and would then move up in the next wave up to wave 3 that should get to $180. But at least, but first of all, it needs to turn around and develop that first impulse. And as long as that hasn't happened, we are technically here still in a downtrend. So overall, it has worked out really well, but you know, we just need to be aware that this could also get ugly if we drop below $43. But again, that is nearly a 50% drop, so it's quite a bit actually from now. So there's a lot of buffer. Yeah, so even if Bitcoin does a sell-off, which I would only expect after another move up, you know, and I explained that all in the Bitcoin video, even then Terra Luna has more space for further downside. So primary expectation is that we are going to come down further, and actually in this video we can see it just now breaking out. So when you watch the video, it might already have come down to that, yeah, maybe $77 level, or maybe here to the $80 level, because this is where we had previous support as well. But we are currently breaking out. That is at least how it is looking like here right at the moment. Of course, we don't have a 4-hour candle close yet, so that is typically what you want to see after such a breakout, because it could just be a bit of a fake out at the moment. But yeah, the magical levels here, or important levels, are the $77 level and then here the $72 level. Now, if we get to that, then we have reached the target area, and then we can lean back and just wait for the reversal. But again, it's not guaranteed to reverse, yeah, and anybody who wants to play it safe needs to wait for a first impulse, then a first corrective move down, which makes a higher low, and then a move up. Okay, and that is currently here my view about Terra Luna. And someone asked, you know, how can I expect Bitcoin to drop down another 40%? What will Terra Luna do? Well, first of all, in Terra Luna, because I am quite bullish on Terra Luna here at the moment. Yes, I am. But even here, Terra Luna needs to drop down lower. As you can see, it needs to get into this target area. And as I've just explained, Terra Luna still has space in this current scenario to drop another 36%, 35%, and the worst case, even 46%. That would be the absolute worst case. The last exit on the motorway where it really needs to turn around. If it doesn't do it here, it will go much, 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 much deeper. At the moment, though, it's holding fairly well. And I'm quite happy how it's looking at the moment, but in here it should be turning around. The good thing is here in yellow, you can see the 200-day moving average. That should also provide significant support here around the $70 mark. But we're currently not in a clear uptrend. We're currently in a corrective move down, and only the market will decide how far we really come down. And this target area is for a potential reversal where the market has a good chance for the price, you know, to push the price around, and where you can normally see sentiment shift. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay, that's my view on Terra Luna. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.